What's up, good people? Tim Bond, True Bond Publishing Company. What's up, everybody? Tim Bond, True Bond Publishing Company, coming to you today because I just want to speak from the heart. A lot of times I hold back some of the tough realities of publishing because I don't want to scare people away. But I'm doing you a disservice by doing that. I'm doing you a disservice by doing that because, I've come to the realization if you want to write a book and you don't want to deal with the tough aspects of success, then maybe this is not for you. And we want to work with people who really want to get in here and be successful, people who really want to change the world. So what I want to do is start coming on and sharing with you some of the realities of this world of book publishing, and there those of you out there who this will help because you really want to understand what you're getting into. And a lot of times we get into something and we think it's one way, we get in there and find out it's a totally different way, and so that pushes us away. We kind of walk away from it. So today I want to talk about the three intangibles of successful publishing. There are three intangibles. What makes a successful book? A lot of times people think it's the writing, but you'd be surprised to find out that the writing is not always what makes a successful book. In fact, I have worked with clients who have had what you would consider poor writing, but they had grit, they had boldness, and they sold more books by having the grit and the boldness and the confidence to go out and push that book than some of the books that I've clients that I've worked with who have immaculate writing. Every comma is in the right place. Punctuation is perfect. And then they've sold 10, 20 books because it's not about the words. There are some intangibles to being a successful author. So let's get into it, and then I want you all to have a wonderful day, and I want to invite you to talk to me, all right? I want you to reach out to me and get advice. I'm not going to try to sell you. I believe in a relationship over profit. So, if you trust me, then you're going to do business with me. And that's what I want. I want to have a relationship where we have trust and I'm able to help you achieve your goals. So let's talk about the three non-tangibles of publishing success. The first non-tangible is purpose. What is the purpose of you writing a book? This is the first thing you need to think about. Don't write a book just because people told you should write a book. Don't write a book just because you feel like you had a crazy childhood. Because I'm going to tell you something. Your story, my story, nobody has a unique story. If your story is, I went to jail, I had an abusive relationship, I made $1 million. Guess what? There are millions of people who have done the same thing. So the story is not so unique that a book needs to be written about it. What makes your book unique is that you have a purpose for it. You have a message that you want to share with people. Just telling your story, there's nothing unique about your story. Okay? So what's the purpose? So before you start writing, or if you're already in the writing process, take some time to step back and ask, why am I writing this book? And when you think about your purpose, you need to ask yourself the question, what problem am I solving with this book? Now, if you're a fiction writer, if you're a novelist, you can still solve a problem with your book. Maybe it's, entertainment. That's fine. But even in a novel, most of the times your novels have an underlying message to help people. So ask yourself, when you're thinking about your purpose, what is the purpose of me writing this book? Successful books and successful authors know their purpose, why they're writing that book. By understanding what problems they're trying to solve for people, by understanding the hurts and the pains that they want to help heal, that also directs them on how to sell the book. So when they are looking at, how am I going to reach my audience? When you understand the pain points and the problems that people have, it's easier for you to find your audience. I say this all the time. If you were a dentist and you walked into a town, it will be very easy to find out who your target audience is, because all you got to do is look at the people as they smile, right? As a dentist, you'll see, oh, they got cavities, they got orange teeth. This is my target audience, because they know the problem they need to solve. So, intangible number one is to know the purpose for why you're writing the book. If you're just writing it for your ego, if you're just writing it, so that you can say you wrote a book, that's fine, but don't expect success, right? This world does not benefit people who are only looking to help themselves, right? This world rewards people who are helping others, all right? The second intangible is having a mission. Authors who have a mission have greater success with their book. And the powerful thing about having a mission is that other people want to be involved in your mission. Other people love being connected to a greater mission. I was helping a client yesterday. We were doing strategizing, marketing strategies, and we started working on his mission. And as we worked on the mission, he told me this is what I needed, because now I have greater clarity on what I'm doing. He needed clarity on, he's written this book, and he had, experiences. He had experience and knowledge, but he didn't know what to do with the knowledge. He didn't know what to do with the book until we started talking about the mission, and that brought more clarity onto what he needs to do in order to start promoting and selling and reaching his target audience. Having a mission gives you purpose in life. It gives you a reason to wake up. And that's one of the biggest problems when it comes with authors, is that there's a lack of consistency, because if we're just selling books, one book at a time, when we wake up in the morning, what's going to push us to try to sell another book? Yeah, what pushes you to sell another book when you got a full-time job, your bills are paid, so you're not going to you're not going to go out of your way to try to sell books, because what's the need? I don't have an overarching mission that pushes me, that makes me really want to get up and step out of my comfort zone. And that leads to the third non-tangible or intangible of a successful author, which is the pro mentality. Successful authors take this mission, and they take their books seriously. They take it as a profession. If your book is a hobby, then you are not going to have success as an author. If it's a hobby, what we need to understand is book selling is as much a trade and as much a profession as your job, and it's not something that's going to come passively. If you don't have 10 million people following you, if you don't have 10,000 people following you, you're not going to have passive income come from a book. You're going to have to get out there and tell people about the book. You're going to have to build that audience. And you do it through things like this. Get online. Get on social media. When people tell me, oh, I don't like social media, it breaks my heart because it's like, this is a free platform to reach the world. When I was a kid, you had to pay a lot of money to get a commercial. You had to pay a lot of money to get on TV and let people outside of your family see your face and learn about your message. We don't even have to pay for social media platforms. Now, if you want to do ads or whatever, you have to pay for that. But as far as getting on social media, saying something, telling people about your mission, telling people about your book, it's free. It's a numbers game, people. The more people that you expose to your brand, the more people that you expose to your book, the more opportunities you have to sell. That's easy. That's easy. Get online. Treat this as a profession. Give yourself goals. Give yourself objectives. Give yourself sales goals. If I sell 10 books a week, right? That's over 500 books sold in a year. If you want to sell 1,000 books, just do it. Just do it. Set the goal. I talk about in my book, 5K the Right Way, about how to decide. You decide. You decide if you want to sell 1,000 books. You decide if you want to sell 10 books. Stop hoping. Stop wishing. And decide. And when you decide, take action to make it happen. You ever seen those guys on the street downtown and they're selling mixtapes, CDs? They are down there hustling, right? They're like, hey, people not going to come to us. We got to go to them. And of course, they're going to sell some CDs to people who may never listen to it. But somebody might. One of my coaches, Coach Michael Burt, says that there's power. The key to the many is in the one. The key to many is in the one. That means you find that one right person who reads your book and shares it, and they have the right network. That one person could be the key to the many. So take this as a profession, and you will see great success. So I'm going to close out with that. The 3 non-tangibles or intangibles of publishing success is having a purpose, having a mission, and having a pro mentality. Listen, I offer again. You can listen to this 15 minutes and walk away with a dream of writing a book one day. But as I always say, stop chasing your dreams and start chasing your vision. Dreams end when you open your eyes to reality, but vision never ends because vision only ends when you close your eyes. So keep your eyes open. Give me a call, 615-44-BOOKS. If you just have questions, want to talk, want to build a relationship, I'm not going to hit you with a sales pitch. I want to help you to develop the mindset, one, and then the skills to be a successful author. You all have a wonderful day.